Picture the perfect family crossover. It's comfortable, spacious, and good on fuel. What you're seeing probably looks a lot like this 2019 Toyota RAV4 XLE. It's got modern features like a bright touchscreen and adaptive cruise control, and it looks a little bit like it's going grrr. So how do you find a RAV4 that's more bite than bark? I'm Ryan from Edmunds. We painstakingly test and review hundreds of cars and SUVs each year, while CarMax buys, sells, and expertly appraises thousands and thousands. We're combining our car testing knowledge with CarMax's experience to help you make the right choice. For 2019, the RAV4 got a brand new look, but it also got a whole lot more. Toyota builds this RAV4 on a new platform, which is common when a vehicle gets redesigned. But what is new is the RAV4 now shares a lot of the same parts as the Camry, the Avalon, and the Highlander, even the Lexus ES. So the RAV4 now shares the same structure as cushy sedans, and it's clear that Toyota was aiming for comfort, which also gives us an idea of what to expect when we get behind the wheel. You add that versatile platform to these trucky looks, and it's easy to see why so many shoppers are drawn to the RAV4. There are luxurious crossovers, efficient crossovers, adventurous crossovers, and sporty crossovers. The ambitious thing about the RAV4 is it tries to be all four at once. And the amazing part is, it actually pulls it off, for the most part. The look of the RAV4 depends on what trim you choose. With the LE and the XLE, like this one, you get the aggressive face, rugged fenders, and a spacious cabin. Above that, there's the XLE Premium and the Limited. And if you like to get dirty, there's the RAV4 Adventure and TRD Off-Road. Those are intended for towing and different types of terrain, and they look the part. And then there's a hybrid. While some versions of the gasoline RAV4 can get up to an EPA estimated 30 mpg combined, the hybrid gets you a big boost to 40 mpg combined. The point is there's a lot of choice when it comes to the RAV4, but no matter which trim you choose, you can safely say, I got a lot of style for my money. Speaking of money, CarMax sells 2019 and 2020 RAV4s for an average of just over $27,000 before fees and taxes. Hybrid versions average to right around $33,000.
Let's check out the interior of our RAV4. Some of the base trims like this XLE are a little bit sparse inside, but when you start to get into the higher trims, that's when you'll see more leather, soft surfaces, and just better comfort in general. The main appeal of the RAV4 interior is its overall usability. First of all, it's a breeze to get inside, thanks to front and rear seats that are positioned at just the right height. That means it's easy to get into the front seat, and it also means it's easy to load a child seat into the back. Plus, there's a lot of adjustability from this tilting and telescoping steering wheel. Once you're inside, everything is within reach, easy to understand, and simple to use. You've also got lots of storage options. There are big cubbies, lots of cup holders, USB ports, one up there and two in here, and even shelves. Look, my phone slides right into there, no problem. The materials inside the cabin of the RAV4 are nice. There's a lot of hard plastic, but it's done in a way that looks really good. The seats are comfortable, but the bottoms are a little bit stiff, so you may have to get out and stretch after a long trip. Tech-wise, Apple CarPlay and Bluetooth compatibility are standard across all RAV4 trims, but for Android Auto, you have to wait until 2020. On some competitors, you will find touchscreens that are better integrated than this one. They may also have higher resolution cameras and more views as well. But the real reason you want to cross over is for the space. So let's go check out the back. In the back seat, there's a nifty reclining function, so you can stretch out those legs. Coming around to the trunk, again, the main feature is its ease of use. This tailgate is nice and light. Some trims come with a power version as well. One of the things we notice is that most competing crossovers have a lever right here that will lower the rear seats. The RAV4 doesn't have that. Now, if you're tall like me, you can just reach over and push them down. But if not, you may have to walk around to the second row and do it from there. Once the seats are down, there's pretty good space back here. And along with these cubbies, 12-volt outlet, and tie downs, the RAV4 is ready to haul. Let's see what it's like on the road. So here's the truth. We at Edmunds are not in love with the way the RAV4 drives. The 4-cylinder engine powering every RAV4 is not very fast, nor is it very responsive. And when you step on it, it just sounds kind of bland and drony. Gear changes from this 8-speed automatic transmission can sometimes be clunky, and the steering is also very soft. So it's just kind of like there's a thick fog hanging over most aspects of the RAV4 when it's on the road. One way to remedy that is to spring for the hybrid model. That has more power and, most of all, great estimated fuel economy. One thing we did like in our Edmunds testing is the available all-wheel drive system. Now, this RAV4 doesn't have it, but if you do choose all-wheel drive, you get improved traction on slippery surfaces and specific drive modes for different types of terrain. That's great for making sure that you don't get stuck in dirt, mud, or sand. Although with the relatively low bumpers on the RAV4, we don't recommend serious off-roading. We also found that the brakes on the RAV4 are great, strong and very confident, and the RAV4 can get through turns without leaning too hard in any one direction. Most of all, the RAV4 is just smooth. It's a comfortable ride, and with the light off-road potential and estimated fuel economy savings, a great package for the class. Just don't expect much in the way of athleticism.
So, to sum it all up, pros for the RAV4 include a comfortable ride, roomy interior, and good estimated fuel economy, while the cons are its sluggish engine and dull steering.
Compact crossovers might be the most competitive segment out of the entire automotive industry right now, because buyers basically expect perfection. Here are some of the other competitors you should look at if you're shopping for one.
To us, the Honda CR-V comes closest to meeting those impossible expectations, which is why it recently earned Edmunds designation as the top-rated small crossover. To see how the CR-V stacks up against the RAV4, check out our comparison video. For driving excitement, the best option is the Mazda CX-5, and it's not close. In addition to being fun behind the wheel, it has a great-looking interior. For getting dirty, there's the Subaru Forester with standard all-wheel drive, or the Jeep Cherokee with lots of modern tech and a conquering Trailhawk trim. Need comfort? Then there's the Hyundai Tucson, Chevrolet Equinox, and Nissan Rogue. The XLE we have here is pretty well equipped, and if you like carrying gear on top of the roof, we recommend finding one that already has the crossbars installed. But our real recommendation is that you spring for the hybrid version. Not only does it come with class-leading estimated fuel economy, it's also got a better driving experience. Otherwise, the XLE is a great value, but the XLE Premium has a nicer interior and a power tailgate, and the Limited has a bigger screen with navigation. The RAV4 has a lot going for it, and if you decide to pick one up, we think you'll agree. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more expert used car advice, and click the link in the description for an in-depth article on the RAV4 and its competitors.